Welcome back, Game Week King family, to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for our opening round of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, final event of the F1 season, and we're going to be jumping in here to get qualified for the final round and see what we could do in this one. So let's go jump on into our first race on Abu Dhabi. Let's go. Here we go for our first race on Abu Dhabi, 30 degrees in qualifying. So this one is going to be another hot qualifying or a hot race. So the tires are going to be burning down fairly quickly. There you see 34 degrees, 33 and 30 degrees. So we're going to go for the medium tires for one of our drivers, or let's go for the hard tires with Alonso, and we'll keep Leclerc on the softs, or we could just go for the medium tires with Leclerc to give him the best opportunity to pick up some places as possible. Right, so let's give Kawhi Kappa to Alonso since he's starting on the hard tires, which is going to be a lot slower, so he'll need that little bit of extra overtaking to try and make up some position. So let's go see what we could do in this one. Good start from Alonso. Both drivers getting a perfect start. Great start from Alonso. He basically just moved up the inside there and picked up a few positions, forcing Leclerc to move up as well and pick up some positions as we continue to boost down the straight. Should have cut down there, but it's all right. We'll make up as much as we can, and then we'll cut them down there. All right, so now they're about to go out of power unit, and we're up to P3, P2 with or Leclerc, and P9 with or Alonso. All right, so majority of the pack is on. The top runners are on mediums and hards. The back half is on softs mainly. So they're gonna get an early pit stop. The back runners, because the softs are not going to be going for too long unless they're going to run out. 33 degrees now. So the mediums and the hard tires are the best starter in this back Abu Dhabi race. How are these softs going for so long, going for 3 laps, these AIs? Let's see if they run out of tires. It's interesting how they're going for so long. They should run out. Right, we're gonna go in for some fresh mediums with or Leclerc. Let's boost him from here. Shockingly, they're not running out. But if it was me or you guys on the soft tires, you would have definitely ran out. But not the AIs. I mean, they're at max level, so what do you expect? See if we could squeeze up the inside. Yes, we did. Yes, we did as well for Leclerc. All right, we're gonna just bring back our Alonso for hard tires to do the one stop. Let's boost him in from here. While we're doing a 2-stop with our Leclerc, so we want to squeeze Leclerc into position as he goes and pick them up. As they are available for a pickup, we want to squeeze him into them. Lando Norris up the inside. Yes, we can. What tires is Lando Norris on? He's on all hards. All right. Save a little bit of power unit and cut him back up. Push now. There we go. Looking good. All right, we're going to go for one more lap with or Leclerc. Then we're going to bring him into soft tires to go to finish. So what we're going to do is try to use this one lap to save some power unit while we boost our Alonso to go by pit, pick up everybody who's in pit there. And he's up to P6, so let's save some power unit. Going to pit with no servicing for Leclerc. Just want to save a little bit of power unit so he can move on those softs. And the soft tires are going to pit now. They're still doing 3 laps on those softs. Right, we're gonna go in. Let's see if we can get in there. get the jump. No, we can't, but we didn't lose P5 at least. Now let's boost Alonso. Good. We want to kind of team order Alonso out the way here. All right, so we can't overtake down the straight, so we won't be able to team order down there either. So let's push him now. There he goes, up to P3. Great drive from Alonso, making his way up to P5. And then we could just push Leclerc from here to make his way up back up to P2. Push him just like that. And he's back up to P2. Alonso is up to P4 on the final lap, picking off P5. We're going to just push him here to try and hold off Leclerc. He got passed in the corner, but the animation happened on the straight, so it looks like he got passed on the straight. He didn't. All right, we're going to just boost now from here to finish, as we lost 2 positions to mediums, hard tires and soft tires. We retook the hard tires. Not going to be able to retake the soft tires at all. But great race overall. For a P2, P5 finish in this one. Alright, so let's wait for the rival to finish. Then we take a quick look at the debriefing window and we'll jump on into the next race. So here goes the debriefing window. As you can see, the strategies. A few of the AIs ran 3-3-2 on softs, making those softs last 3 laps. They are max drivers at the end of the day, so they have a higher tire management. So that's how they got it done. Those are the drivers, and that was the car. It's a nice car from the rival. Let's jump on into our next race. Here we go for our next one. Hungary, wet, 100% chance of rain on this one, so it's going to be a complete wet race. Let's see where we qualify. Looking pretty good. P12, P15, we'll take that. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of wet races this season at all. Definitely think Hutch need to bring back something to differentiate between wet and dry races. I think that makes them a little bit better compared to what they are now. Alright, so here we go. Got a good start from both drivers. Alonso trying to sneak up the inside. He did get up there, and he's on his way now up to P7. Now he's going to get stuck, as he's not going to be as massive as Leclerc moving up there. So as you can see, he can't pass AI Leclerc at all, leaving Leclerc to come back up in front of him and slow him down because he's at the lower level. All right, so Leclerc has better levels than Alonso at this point. My level Alonso, my Leclerc has a stronger level, so he's going to be pushing a bit quicker. So he's just got a poor start there, Leclerc. And Alonso got a great start. All right. So 4 to 6 on the wet tires. So we expect the AIs to do 6 laps. So we're going to do 4 lap with one driver and 5 lap with the other driver. And then we're going to boost for the undercut on lap 6. All right. That's the plan. 4 laps, one driver, 5 laps, one driver. Boost for the undercut in lap 6. So we're currently just saving our power unit, allowing our drivers to drive. And then we're going to go to pit with our first driver. Which is going to be, who's going to be first driver going into pit. All right, let's bring in Alonso first. Then we'll bring in Leclerc on the 5th. So we're going to bring in Alonso with service in here. And let's just cut him down there. Let him try and save as much going into pit. If he can get up to like 80%, that would be nice, as he has a higher defense mechanism, so he's holding off those AIs. Now they're squeezing by him as he starts to enter pit. He's at 83%, which is nice. Now we're going to go to pit with Leclerc. All right, so Alonso came back out in P24, and he boosts up a little bit, drives up a little bit, use a little bit of that power unit to pick up back some positions through these corners. Good try there. Now he gets up the inside as we boost in our Leclerc. Should be the only one going into pit. Everybody else is going to be going around for another lap. Alright, a few of the back runners came to pit. Alright, so now this is the lap that we want to be boosting both drivers, so we're just going to empty our power units going around now. There is P1 all the way at the pit entrance already. Going in, P2, P3, P4. Everybody's going to be going in right now, so we should catch up to at least P5 and 6. At least P5 and 6 is where we should be catching up to. So we got up to P5 and we got up to P6. There we go, picking off P4, P5 to move up to P4. Yeah, so P5, P6 is where we predicted we would pick up to, and that's where we got until we move up to P4. All right, so it's just a matter of our drivers now driving the rest remaining of the race, trying to see if they can pick up some positions in the corners. Good attempt from our Leclerc. He got blocked up the inside now. What a block from Lando Norris in that corner on our Leclerc. Final lap. Let's just boost now both drivers. We don't want to team order or Leclerc as he squeezed past Lando Norris. He worked for that overtake, so well-deserved overtake there to pick off Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc. And as we go across the line, P3, P6, great race, great finish. All right. So our strategy paid off in the end perfectly for us there. All right, let's take a quick look at the debriefing window and jump on into the next race. All right, so we had the higher team score there. So I take it that was the strategy. Yeah, majority of the AIs were going to do the 6-2. All right, so there we go. Got the better drivers, and he still got the better car in terms of cornering and faster pit time. All right, let's go jump on into our next one and see what we could do in that one. Here we go for our next race on Brazil. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get here and what we could do in this one. Our qualifiers is looking nice. P12, P16. That's nice. All right, we're gonna go mediums with Alonso, softs with Leclerc, Coppa, and Kawhi. I would want to go for double softs, but they're too close, and we're not sure if our Leclerc is gonna get a great start and pull off in front of Alonso. So the best route is to go with the mixed tire strategy. And what an inside line there from our Leclerc. Alonso squeezing into the inside as well as Leclerc moves up to P5. Alonso now up to P12. Trying to squeeze by some of these guys. Around the outside he goes, getting pushed out. Managed to hold his position, then picking up Carlos Sainz as Leclerc moves up to P3 to cool down his tires. Alonso now up to P8 to cool his tires as he tries to squeeze into P7 around Verstappen. And here comes Leclerc trying to squeeze past Hamilton. What tires is Hamilton on? Mediums. All right, so Verstappen was on hards, so Alonso should be able to hold P7 as Leclerc tries to squeeze past Hamilton on his mediums. We could give him some support to try and squeeze up the inside. Around the outside he goes. Nope, not possible. We're gonna bring him into pit now with servicing. Let's squeeze now. All right, we got him. All right, under a little bit of glitching conditions there. Still managed to get the position though. As we now push him, save back some power unit, and boost him off into pit. Here comes Alonso flying by, hunting down those guys on those mediums. Let me see. All right, so everybody in front is on mediums. All right, so we're gonna bring in Alonso now. We could go back to hard tires with Alonso and just go for 5. All right, let's do that. Let's just go for the hards and go for 5. So he just do a 1-stop. Ooh, the medium tires runners are going around for another lap. Interesting here that those guys on mediums are going around for another lap. All of them are going around for another lap. So that means the hard tires runners are going to be going around for another lap as well. So it was a good decision here to put Alonso on the hard tires. That's going to allow him to pick up a good amount of position because he's going to get the undercut on these guys who are going to be going into pit on those mediums. And then he's going to get in the undercut on those guys who are going to be going in on their hards. And here comes Alonso. How much of them can he get? All of them? Come on, get up to P7. Oh, good block from Lando Norris on his exit. Bringing now Leclerc back into pit. Out there in P2, trying to squeeze into P1. Can he? Yes, he can. Cut down. Man, cut down a little bit too late there. Should have just allowed him. Alright, so hard tires now squeezing into pit. And Leclerc got in and out in front. So we just have a medium and a hards in front of us. And Perez will be going back to pit out there in P1, so we should be able to pick him up. Let's do the team orders real quick and try to give some support while we do the team orders to our Alonso. Don't want him to just drop back. Alright, so Perez should be going to pit soon, leaving us to go hunt down P3 and P2. Look, made an attempt with our Leclerc there, didn't make it. Now we got it. Alright, P6, holding strong. His color signs on soft tires. Yes, it's AI. Oh, it's Charles Leclerc on softs. It's not signs, it's Leclerc on those softs, and he's hunting. He's hunting. Right, Perez on his way out. We should get him though. And there we go, out in P1. Got Perez. And Alonso now just driving his best drive. We want to hold the line. We want Leclerc, wants this P1, not giving it up, as we hold the line for a nice P1 finish for Charles Leclerc. There you go. Alonso scrolling in the background, finishing in P6. Great drive. All right. Superb drive from Charles Leclerc in that one. All right, so let's wait now for the rival to finish his race. And then we could take a look at the debriefing window. P21, P22 out of tires, P23 out of tires, arrival, P24 out of tires. All 4 last back cars just cruising along out of tires. They push their tires to go too much. All right, let's look at the debriefing. We had the higher team score, so I expect we're gonna have the better drivers. All right, so that was the strategies. We're gonna have the better drivers, and I would say we have the better car here compared to the rival car. Yeah, I would say we have the better car. All right, he just has a way better pit time than us. Let's jump into the next race. Here we go for our next race on Singapore. 33% chance of rain, and it's a wet qualifiers. So let's see if it's going to be a mixed race or it's going to be a wet race. Let's see. All right, so it's going to be basically a wet race. Yeah, basically a wet race. So 3-3 is the strategy here in the wet race. Makes no sense to go for any other strategy other than 3-3. You are going to be stocking. Possibly you're going to be stocking if one of your drivers don't get if or Leclerc get a good start and pulls out, then we won't stock. But if you get a slow start like that, then gets blocked in, allowing Alonso to catch up, yeah, we're going to stock. All right, nothing more you could do about that. You just have to stock them for 3-3 is the best way to go. Leclerc allowing Alonso to fly past. Now he's going to come in team order or Alonso. As Alonso moves up, he's going to try to move up as well. Now he's basically on a recovery drive, trying to catch back up to Alonso, but he got blocked in there. Alonso escaped the blockage, and he's up to P7. All right, so we're just going to cut them down now. And give back a little bit of support as they try to squeeze up the inside Alonso. There you go. Great job. And Leclerc up into P11. So we still have... Ooh, he got blocked there. Lost 2 positions. We still have a bit of room in between drivers. Though it wasn't Leclerc who's out in front. It's Alonso who decided to show up in this race, as Leclerc was having some reliability issues with his Ferrari. Oh my god. All right, let's not make any Ferrari jokes. Let's go. Alonso now up to P4. Leclerc dropping back down to P15. What's going on with Leclerc? What is he doing in this race? Come on, get back into it, Leclerc. All right, so we're going to be going into pit now. Everybody will be going into pit. So we should be able to pick up some positions if Leclerc keeps up to the pack. He should be able to get a jump on a few cars. Only if he keeps up though. Let's boost or Alonso here. See if we can close P3 down. Boost in the corners. Cut down on the straights in the corners. All right, we got P3. As we go on in. And we'll just start boosting our Leclerc from there. Ooh, a few of them are going around. The front runners are going around, so we should probably get the undercut if our Leclerc gets a nice jump. There we go. No blockage, no blockage, and he's back out in P14. So a good exit for Charles Leclerc. Now what we're gonna do is just allow our Leclerc now to just empty that power unit, go all the way around. Let's give it a cut down there, boost up here. See if he can squeeze into P13. Yes, he can. Cut back down there, squeeze into P12. Now we're going to boost. Nope, he didn't get P12. He got blocked. Boost or Alonso to move on up to P3. Here comes Leclerc now with the undercut. Firing, trying to pass P12 as he goes for it. And he's up to P8. Here comes the rival, boosting away. So he's going to pass. Nothing we could do to defend that. We don't have the power unit to do so, but we don't want to, or Leclerc to lose to P10. We push now Alonso a little bit as Verstappen is attacking him. Alright, push or Leclerc a little bit as Lando Norris is attacking him. We don't want to lose that position, P10. So Leclerc didn't show up in today's race, but our strategies managed to bring him back into the top 10. Even though it's just one strategy, 3-3 on this track, no other strategy makes sense. Unless your drivers can do 4 laps. Then you do, if your drivers can do 4 laps, then you do a 2-4. So you're on par for the undercut with a 2-4 if you can get 4 laps out of your drivers. All right. Other than that, 3-3 is the best way around here at Abu Dhabi. All right, Leclerc moves up to P8. Alonso moves up to P2 to the line. Great drive from both drivers. Awesome job from Alonso in this one. He showed up for this race. Charles Leclerc kind of showed up. Yeah, he was kind of here, you know. Yeah. So that's basically going to be it for us. Let me take a quick look at the debriefing here. Use code word results down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. I really appreciate you guys who watch the full videos for all your support. And there we go. Those were the strategies. So if you can get 4 laps, do the 2-4 strategy and you should be good to go. All right, we got the better drivers and they had the better car. All right, so that's basically going to be it for this one. And I'll see you guys. Oh, let's see our final score before we end the video. After our first 4 races. All right, so here we go, 167, which is pretty nice after our first 4 races. All right, so let me know down in the comment how you guys are doing in your event. And yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Shout out Christopher Graves.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to